Turbocharged guy here, and today I'm doing a 1985 Toyota MR2, and the owner of this car is actually a YouTuber named Cynthius. So this is the car owner, and we're gonna do a quick review of his car. Alright, and since this is a car guy, he's gonna go ahead and talk about his very own car.
So not a lot of things work in here, but some of the things that do work, we got the headlight switch here. Headlights go up. You push it in, you can lock them in the upright position because the motor is eventually going to die on you. But for now, they do work. You got the rear defroster here. You got vents, open, close. I got a speaker built in here. We got the aftermarket cluster here. And pretty much nothing works. The fuel, you'll see, is going to show pretty much full. And I have about 1/8 of a tank. The battery volts, that works. RPM, nope. Miles per hour, nope. Oil, not so much. And water temperature, it's going to say I'm overheating, but I'm not. We got the wipers. Pretty tired motor. We got a dead button here. I'm not sure what that was for. I guess there was an option here. We got cruise control on this wheel, on this guy here. Don't think any of it works and never tried, and probably never will. You got the indicators here, obviously up and down. You got your brights forwards and back. Alright, so right here you got your standard heating unit. You know, you've got your face, blend, foot, and defrost, hot, cold, recycle or not. You got your lighter plug here. It doesn't work, but luckily when I bought the car, it came with a spare.
Perfect.
We got our aftermarket head unit here. Radio works okay. CD player, not so much. When we take the car for a ride, you'll see how rough the ride is, and it just skips non-stop. You got a little compartment here for your change, your bolts and lighter and stuff. Handbrake that doesn't work. You got your shifter here, it's loose. A little storage compartment back here, keep my registration and spark plugs. A little bit more storage here. All this crap was here when I got it. And that's pretty much it. We got manual everything, manual windows, manual locks. Locks don't work. Got uncovered speakers in the door. What else? You've got a clock here. This doesn't work either. But the heat works, the wipers work, and the lights work. So, you know, gets the job done. Got this racing wheel. I couldn't find a steering wheel spacer that would work, so I just put bolts and a couple of nuts here to hold it down. But it gets the job done. So, what can you say?
Well, after all, it is your race car, no?
Yeah, that's exactly it. Sunroof works, doesn't leak. You got your open, close. It actually comes out. I'm not going to take it out because it's a real pain in the ass to put it back. But it does come out completely, and it fits in behind the seats.
It's pretty cool. So for now, guys, we're going to show you the trunk of the car, which is actually under the hood.
There is actually a trunk in the rear, but this is the larger one. So you have a few components here. You know, you've got brake fluid, clutch fluid. You got your whole radiator set up. There should be a spare tire in here on this mounting bracket here, but I like to live dangerously.
Weight reduction, bro.
Yeah, I guess you can call it weight reduction. I got a lot of this ad hoc wiring garbage here because nothing really works. It's all been just homemade. So that's the trunk in the front. So normally this is carpeted and it's all insulated and everything. In this car, obviously it's not. There's your CPU for the Mega Squirt tune. And all the wiring harnesses, that half of them are plugged to nothing. I'm not sure what a lot of them do. But I'll find out.
Perfect.
That little hole, I don't know if you want to mention this or not, but this little hole I had to drill here because the locking mechanism for the hood had actually seized and the cable fell out. So I couldn't, with the latch switch, I couldn't actually open the trunk. I couldn't unlatch it. So I used my angle grinder, jammed a screwdriver in there, and
got it working.
Managed to fix it.
Perfect. Alright guys, we're gonna demonstrate that the RPM does not work, so we'll do the inside revs. engine of this car, it come with a 4-cylinder, 20-valve Toyota engine, and it produced something near 160 horsepower, 150 foot-pound of torque out of the factory. This one was tuned to an estimated 200 horsepower and an unknown amount of torque. Alright, so we're going to show you how Cynthius deal with his speedometer problem. So you got this app here.
Yeah, I got this app. I don't even know what it's called. It's a GPS speedo app, Ulysses speedometer. It's free and it works, so I use it.
Perfect. So no tickets for us.
Hopefully.
And just to show you guys how small the MR2 is, my head is currently touching on the sunroof. It's a nice little car though. Alright guys, so now we're gonna go for a ride into the MR2 race car. As you guys can notice, it's not the smoothest run ever. The road is pretty rough, and considering it's a race car, it's probably got racing suspension.
Yeah, it's a nice
it's a nice drive.
Nice drive.
See, the app is working pretty good. And what exhaust do you have on this?
Monza.
Monza.
Yeah, Monza header bag.
Cool. So to any MR2 owner, the Monza header back is definitely something to look at. This is the car owner interview, and I'm gonna go ahead and ask Cynthius some question about his car, well, personally about himself. So, can you tell me the reason as to why you bought this car?
Well, I was tracking the Camaro, and I was tuning up the tires so fast. The tires are roughly $1,200, basically to replace. The car itself was $1,200, so I figured. There's no warranty, warranty issues or anything, so I bought that. I wanted rear-wheel drive and a small little car, lightweight car. I was used to the Camaro, super heavy, so that's what I got. That was the first one that was affordable, that was a good deal, that was running, and running well.
Oh, that's pretty good. The second question would be if you regret getting this car over another one for the racetrack.
I don't regret it at all. The first car I looked at and that I went to see was an Eagle Talon TSI, all-wheel drive. The guy had done all kinds of stuff to it. He rigged it as a drag car that I was going to kind of reverse engineer into a road race car. And on the test drive, the turbo exploded, so that turned me off right away. I know there are cars that you really need to work on a lot, so that turned me off, and then I started just looking at anything. I love this car. I never really realized how much fun it could be to drive a 4-cylinder that's that low to the ground. It's great.
It's your own little go-kart, as you would say.
Yeah, it drives like a go-kart. The engine's behind you. You feel it. You hear it. It's great. It really, manual everything. I love that about it. You can really feel the car.
Perfect. And for a future race car, let's say you'd get rid of this one. Any car that you have in mind?
I would probably get the next generation MR2, the second generation in a turbo model, and that would probably be my, what I'd be looking for. There's been other ones that I've been looking at, but that's primarily now. I'm hooked on the MR2. I'm a bit of a fanboy now, I guess you could say.
That's perfect. Alright guys, so I thank you for viewing this video. I hope you enjoyed it, you enjoyed the ride, you enjoyed the driver. I'm going to be leaving his YouTube channel in the description below. You can always click on that little icon in the corner of my videos to go up to my channel. If you enjoyed, like, subscribe, and if you want to see the channel grow, share it with your friends. And I'll be seeing you next Thursdays. Have a good day.